Hi everybody, I'm Avia Venefica of whatsyoursign.com, and I want to talk to you today about the symbolic meaning of numbers. Numbers can serve as a foundational lexicon, a dictionary if you will. When we're at a loss to interpret intuitively symbolic meanings going on in the symbolic occurrences in our lives, we can often pull the symbolism of numbers in our symbolic phenomenon. The great mathematicians of our time observe that our life is comprised of numbers, and we can reduce life itself into a series of zeros and ones. And that really is true. In almost every encounter in our lives, we're going to find some kind of number. And if you can pull on that one number, you can start to gain a symbolic narrative. If you look up the symbolic definition or some symbolic suggestions of just one number, you can start to open up a symbolic narrative that will help you more deeply interpret or more deeply define a symbolic phenomenon in your life. And this video is inspired by a conversation I had with a friend of mine who happens to be a mechanical engineer. And a particular insect kept on coming into his awareness, and he was positive there was symbolic meaning there, but he just couldn't quite get a connection with the deeper symbolic meaning there. And so I suggested, because I know how his mind operates, and he's very structural, very numerically inclined, very analytical, and so I suggested, well, if there's a dominant number in this insect, for example, how many legs does it have? How many antennas? How many segments in its body? If you can pull a predominant number and then come in contact with the symbolism of that number, you can start to open up a symbolic dialogue that can help you discern different symbolic attributes to that animal and how it can connect in your own life. So I'm going to give you a link at the end of this video on my webpage about the symbolic meaning of numbers, and I've done a lot of writing about the potential symbolic suggestions numbers hold for us and how they can open up a broader, expansive view into symbolism in our day-to-day lives. So I hope this video has inspired you to look at numbers in a new, refreshing, and symbolic way to gain information and insight into the occurrences of your own life. So thank you for indulging me this time as I talk about the symbolic meaning of numbers, and until next time, take good care. Namaste. Bye-bye.